Even having repelled the Baron's attack, we're still stuck in this desert until we get enough fuel. So while the others are preparing the Aurora for departure, me, Giul, and Damir must sneak into the oil terminal and steal a railway tank full of fuel. We must open the gate from the inside, so that our guys could hook the tank to the rail car and roll it out before any of the Baron's men notice them. Giul and Damir are going to be waiting for me near the terminal.
Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metro Exodus. This is episode 19. So as Artyom said, last time we got the water, but now we need to get the fuel, and that's going to mean going into their main base. I also have a few little things I might have to do, so I missed that point up there because I had assumed we would actually have to drive back with the water, or that Damir would bring it back on his own. However, that wasn't the case, so I still might want to go up there. Also, the outpost where I rescued the slaves who were, you know, breaking down the ship or whatever. I think I didn't actually clear that because there was that one guard who was surrendering that I had to leave alive. I'm pretty sure he still counts as being alive, and thus was preventing it from being a, hey, you rescued the slaves, which is why I didn't get a good point. Also, I couldn't access it last time, but I'm wondering if I can actually get to the workbench so that I can actually change my guns. Because I would like to do that before we do this whole outpost thing. I might just have to leave and come back later, because I think, yeah, this is just all going to keep going. So, a little bit of a detour, and then we should be able to wrap up. I think we should get this area done in this episode, hopefully. So yeah, I don't think this is our original van, because our van had walls. But it is another ambulance.
Artyom, Giul and I will soon be leaving, so you can take some rest, do a checkup on your gear, and catch up with us. We'll rendezvous at their base.
I don't think any of that is true. I can't take a nap here, and I can't check my gear. Oh, I missed that conversation with Nastya. So I don't suppose that there's like a workbench somewhere else, sitting outside or something. Tokarev seems to be busy breaking up. Oh, here it is. I don't know why it didn't show up when I walked up to it before. Also, I got a new something. I got a helical magazine. 36 steel balls. Alright. Not really sure magazine size is something that I really need for the TR. Alright, I wanted to switch out my valve with either a shotgun or a revolver. I mean, the revolver is more general purpose, whereas the shotgun is kind of only good up close. But it is good against mutants, and we shouldn't be dealing with any mutants, so I guess we'll go with the revolver. Alright, so I haven't used this in a bit, so we probably have a bunch of stuff for it now. Sniper stock, heavy stock. Heavy stock looks better. Short barrel, suppressor, standard barrel, long barrel. Okay, I might want to put the suppressor on it, but we can swap that out when we're actually doing the sneaking. Go with the reflex sight, the 8-shot cylinder. Okay, so the infrared laser doesn't reduce the accuracy, everything else does. I'll just put the green one on. Even if it's a small hit to reliability or accuracy. Give our gun a quick little touch up. Yeah, I think we're good on everything else. Make some medkits. We're pretty much full up on ammo for the most part. Except for steel balls, make a few of those. Throwing knives. I mean, I can just fill up here. I've got a lot of mechanical parts. And it seems like, based on when we left the Volga, there is just, like, kind of a penalty.
Check complete. All attackers are confirmed dead.
Got it. Are Kretz and Yermak on the lookout for more guests?
They are.
All right. In that case, help the people break camp. We're moving out soon.
Yes, sir.
There's a penalty on your supply count when you leave an area, because they say, oh, it contributes to the Aurora, but really I think that's just to keep you from, like, banking too many supplies for the next area. Alright, now we can leave. Slam it hard in reverse. Pull her around. I don't think this thing has handbrakes. I'm not even sure this thing has completely functional brakes.
Listen up, everyone! The Baron track off the base. Alright. Everyone in second reserve. Assemble after me.
Alright. That was it. That was the whole announcement. Also, I heard from somebody else who was playing this game that you definitely want to make sure that you're not having the flashlight bug before you leave this area, because it will persist into later areas, and there's no vehicle to turn off the flashlight. So until you get to a point where you need to turn on a generator by plugging in your little charger, it will stay broken, is what I heard. And there hasn't been a patch recently, so that's not going to get fixed anytime soon. I'm starting to wonder, though, what their post-release DLC content is going to be, because they've already got the... I think there's already a season pass. They definitely said there's going to be DLC, so I wonder... Oh. Have I not been here? That's not even marked on the map. Well, there are men, so I have to kill them. It's just how it works. Or rather, there are hostile men. Honestly, the revolver is really good at all points. Get out here, snake. It's just really accurate. Does a lot of damage. And once you get the decent cylinder, it fires pretty quickly. Yep, see, there's my flashlight. So is this a location, or not even big enough to be a location? No? Doesn't get marked, so I guess there's just some loot here. Or these guys were just another really shitty ambush? I mean, this is their vehicle. Or not. Doesn't have any tires.
Man.
Oh. Okay. Didn't even know there was another guy there.
Why the fuck does shit like this always happen to me? Damn.
I'm sure this guy's gonna get killed by slaves anyway. But we'll spare him for now. Is there anything on this boat? No, doesn't seem like there's anything. No loot hidden in the hold. I think there's also... I kind of glanced over what some of the equipment mods are, and there's a flashlight amplifier. I think in the location we haven't searched yet, or around it. Because they said near the entrance to the lighthouse cave. Okay, where are we going? The ship is just ahead. What? Oh. I moved my fingers over by one on the keyboard, so I hit get out instead of go forward. So these guys might have respawned, or it's just going to be the one guy I didn't kill. I haven't really seen these locations repopulate, but I also haven't visited a lot of ones we've already done. I can't see if that... Oh, I got him. I can't see if he's in cover. I don't know if that's a slave, so I didn't want to shoot. Oop. Okay, there's definitely a couple extra guys here. Is that not him sticking out there? Am I just shooting at a wall? No, there's definitely a guy there. Okay, this is where the sniper would have actually been handy. I like that I can see his silhouette because of the gun smoke behind him, or the impact smoke. Okay, that's a slave. Nope, that's not a slave, that's a bandit. Very gentle tap on the head. I don't know why I'm using the revolver. Just use the friggin' bulldog. Which apparently is actually just a Groza. I didn't recognize it because of the wood furniture. And the ones I always see are just black in video games. I think it's the OTS-14 normally. Somebody mentioned that, and I looked, and I'm like, oh yeah, it actually is. Oh, he was surrendering. I fired, like, through his arms that were held up.
Why did I sign up?
Alright, now I can actually friggin' knock this guy out. 'Cause he's not on the stairs. Where I would have got a penalty for killing them, because they were surrendering. Also, I don't think there are any slaves here anymore. They must have left. So maybe I didn't need to come back here. Alright. Now, the location we need to get to is just up this road, so we were going the right way anyway. But yeah, even on this slightly higher difficulty, the combat doesn't seem too challenging anymore, now that I've got decent guns and can kind of actually make medkits regularly. But I am curious to see where we end up after this. Obviously, we are going to be going to the forest that, you know, we found the map that told us that there was the forest that is untainted, but it's next to a dam that may or may not dump radiated water on it if the locks are broken. So I know we're going to go there. And I don't know if there's going to be like another, you know, Yamantau kind of intermission area before that. Okay, there he is right next to me. My flashlight's down. Again. These tumbleweed are just pinned, trying to blow through the wall. It's a shame they don't make like harmonica noises as they blow by. The tumbleweed just exploded because it was stuck against the wall. Alright, so did I actually... No, this location is not marked yet. Well, at least I don't have to worry about sleeping until night because it's almost night anyway. Which will make stealthing easier. Okay, there's a trap there. I can't see shit because I don't have my flashlight, so night vision it is. Oh, there we go. So there's the flashlight amplifier. Oh, it's a picture of a deer. I was like, what is that from up close? Okay, is there a workbench in here or just a bed? Looks like it's just a bed. So I can't put my flashlight amplifier on. So with that out of the way, we can now actually head to our story objective. So it's going to be a bit of a drive. Got to swing along this road that goes under the cliff. But I thought this was a neat area, even if there... I kind of wish there was a little more variety of mutants. You know, more new ones, because there really wasn't any new ones in this area. Just spider bugs, which are not new, of course. And I have a feeling no matter where we go, we'll still find those in the interior areas. I mean, obviously we found them in Moscow, so they're all the way out here. They're probably all over. I just kind of hope that when they were like, oh, you're going to be driving all over Russia, you'd see, like, totally different biozones with their own kind of mutants, but instead it's just like, nah, the mutants are kind of all the same no matter where you go. You got dusty humanimals, you got wet humanimals, the demons, which look the same no matter where you go. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna sneak in here from the front. Didn't really seem like there was a sneaky way in. But it looks like it just wants me to drive right up. Oh. It's getting dusty over here. Maybe there is a locational sandstorm that'll make it easier to sneak. There shouldn't be any guys up here. There wasn't last time I came here. Alright, so where are we going from here? Need to keep going straight. There isn't really a straight. I guess I can kind of look at my wrist compass, which is pointing ahead and slightly to the right. Oh, that's the airport. So if I follow these tracks, these should lead me to the refinery, because we are going to steal a rail car full of fuel. So thus, that means there should be tracks in the place we're going. Alright, slightly to the left. Probably don't want to drive right up in the car.
Artyom, we're here!
Alright. Flashlight check. It works. Also charge it up. It said near the tank. Okay, just ahead. I don't think we're going to need the car anymore, so we'll leave it there. Oop, that was fall damage. No, I guess that was not a plot sandstorm. That was just one happened to blow in. I see, relax. You guys are not exactly very stealthy next to this campfire in front of their main base. Yeah, I guess this actually is Damir's.
Artyom, we took a look around. The main gate is guarded by a skeleton crew.
You cannot go through gate. Go through the prison cellar where the Munai Bailer keep the slaves.
Yes. In any case, the plan is this. Giul and I will try to take their guards down quietly and get in through the gate. If quiet does not work out, we will at least distract them, while you get in through the underground.
Alright, so I would assume that
We'll walk with you.
I've done well here,
Don't
and
lag behind.
Damir should be alright in this mission. Because I didn't
I have a favor to ask.
get caught.
If possible, don't kill the slaves. They're not... They just obey the Munai Bailer. Obey the Baron. They're afraid, that's all.
Well, as long as they don't try to bludgeon me with a pipe, and are impossible to knock out like that one guy.
Giul is right about the locals.
Here. This place.
They're just kids, and all have been under brainwashing for ages.
You'd think they wouldn't put a torch into their, like, hey, you can sneak in through here.
We should take pity on them.
Yeah, I won't kill anyone,
So,
probably.
Well,
This seems like a
let's do this.
great way to get in, undetected. Are you gonna...
Alright, I'll raise it and you get through.
Again, very stealthy operation. All lit up,
Come
there's
on,
2 fires.
This shit is heavy. Great.
Alright, lighter time.
See you up there.
Well, somehow these mutants know how to get in. Did they also lift the grate?
No use. Nobody go, nobody fool. We stand here all day here. You suck. Better go hunt, find some food, make slave, more use that way.
You said right, completely. Very right.
No, there are some spider corpses down here. I guess they keep them from sneaking in or getting too large. So I'm not sure these tribals count as slaves.
Men I understand. Don't not who is that? I need check on him.
But I think I'm not supposed to kill these guys.
Again, nothing at all.
Okay, that guy's not even looking this way. I was like, how did he not see that? Did you even have a gun? Oh, there's a sleeping guy here too. Go back to sleep. Okay, so it's gonna be hard to kind of sneak through here. I wonder if they can see this laser. I don't think they can. Also, I think I hear a dog to my left.
Such nice day. No trouble, no master shouting. Place the holy flame.
Okay, no dog in sight. Ooh, that does not look good for his survival.
No, he still breathes. Help! I found wounded. Don't shoot, please don't shoot.
I mean, I wasn't expecting this body to fall on him.
Enemy is here. Now kill all one by one. Oh, holy flame, will you forget us?
Whoop. That is not a hole I can jump in. Wow. So that was a stupid glitchy situation that caused this. I was not expecting that when I knocked a man out, he would fall onto a sleeping man and cause him to call out to the guards. They don't know where I am now, though.
One by one. Oh, holy flame, will you forget us? Come to kill us all. Give no power to stop him. Oh, holy flame, why you not protect us?
That's it. Look over there.
Again, nothing at all.
Can I really not knock this guy out?
Watch! Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please.
Is it just because he's a melee enemy that he's un-knockoutable? Ow. Well, now he's got a gun. Like, why can't I knock him out here?
Take that!
Alright, thankfully I don't think the rest of the base is on alert. Oop.
me, oh holy flame, save me from this night I see. Save me, oh holy flame, I don't want to die.
I kind of want to go down there and punch that guy just for giving me away. Oh, no, I want to take off my night vision. Okay, I think these dogs are all in cages. With their glowing eyes. Well, I'm surprised that they've got a dogfighting pit as well. I mean, I guess at least they're not making dog steaks out of everyone. Like in Far Cry New Dawn. See, they don't need to torture the slaves. The slaves will torture each other. I think it might just be better to sneak through here without trying to take everybody out. I don't know if this guy's dead. I think he is dead. Yeah, these are just like promoted slaves, or hey, we got them to be soldiers for us instead to keep the other slaves in line.
What is this shit? You bitch! I'll kill you!
He's in this! The Satan is here!
Alright, pretty sure I put 4 shots into his head and it didn't even give me a hit marker.
Damir, Artyom, Miller here. Aurora is ready to set
Well,
up. What's your situation? Over.
I guess I still didn't alert the base.
Than anticipated. We're inside the compound, but Giul went missing. Wait for our signal. Over.
Copy that. Miller, over and out.
Is that a face? Is that the holy flame right there? I'm glad I'm not the only one not being stealthy.
Great. I was worried for nothing. I have good news. Look, the tank is full. Just what we need. There is also bad news. The gate is locked and we can't take it out.
I wonder if we're gonna even go in there.
Colonel, sir, Damir here. We have secured the tank, but encountered a problem with the gate.
Copy that. We're going with Plan B then. Act accordingly.
What is this, like,
See, the cable connects the gate and the top of the
warning sound?
How do we get there, though? Oh, it looks like a veritable fortress.
I assume that Giul probably went looking for someone specific. Or maybe she just wants to kill the Baron. Can I not? No, I guess not. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know why I didn't take fall damage there, but I'm glad that I didn't.
Gentlemen, surely you're not seriously intending to attack our fortress. I do respect your courage, but simply throwing your lives away, such a waste.
I think he's just broadcasting that.
Come up here.
No.
We have things to discuss.
Apparently he specifically knows the two of us
bastard
is here.
talk. A complete about-face. And we did throw a wretched into his plans big time.
Put the
Ow.
gun down and come up. Otherwise we'll have a pointless bloodbath on our hands.
What is that? That's an airplane chassis.
Open the gate and let our guests in!
Where did you go? I am up on the tower already. I have a plan.
Sure, let's just walk into this guy's fortress. He's completely unable to kill us, but of course we're just gonna act like
We won't
he
even
could.
touch you. Unless you really ask for it.
I don't like this, but there is no other way. If we don't get out of this desert, we're as good as dead.
Damir, are you coming?
Artyom, if the deal goes south, I'll do.
I guess he's gonna stay out there.
What the fuck are you
Now,
saying?
there's too many of them to count.
If I fucking hear one more word about that bitch,
Slaves,
you
even some women.
Get over here.
Baron's quarters are probably
Go around them stinkers and just get to the next floor.
That's the word.
The boss hates stench. Don't you fucking catch it from him.
You could do it with your eyes closed. I know that.
I guess we get to take a look at the inside workings here of these guys.
I'm making something.
You must be one of the train gang.
So if you don't like something, take it up. to
You
him.
guys came in at the
You
right
didn't have to
time.
cut in the line before you
Ah, you must be one of the oil gang.
To strangers in the best of days, and now with all this shit you stirred up? Well, put it this way. Be careful driving that thing around here.
Just you take a fucking look at the beauty Vint is making for the boss. It's not just any old sort of wheels, I tell you. Of course, we only get to look at it. Shit.
I'm sure that we will not get to drive that at all.
Fucking keep your mouth shut about that. You're one lucky guy. Got promoted to internal guards right off the bat.
I like that they're just talking amongst themselves like they don't give a shit that I'm here.
At it. Oh, come on. I didn't mean it like that. Come on, what? You got to earn things. I spent 10 years without promotion here and I didn't say a fucking word. All right. Simmer down. Fucking upstarts. Want everything just given to them.
You just take a detour? See, there's some apes doing their stuff here. Let the animals evolve. They need it.
Well, you just fucking pull it. Put your back into it. Why the fuck did we feed you yesterday? Fucking shit! Before he sets us all on fire!
Ha! That one sure got fired over his stupidity!
Fuck me, are they dumb? Third one this week, the brain dead bastards. What the fuck am I going to tell customers?
Pretty sure I can't just shoot my way through here.
Give me some more?
I'm sorry, master. I'm your slave. Was not on purpose. Why do I always get Shut up! I'll teach you how to serve now! I'm sorry, master. Don't teach, please. Shut the fuck up!
And I think they would notice if I just started killing them.
Whatever I say is the law for you! Yes, Mirza! Law, master says... No kill, Master Mirza. No kill, please. Master angry.
Or not.
Still master. If master dies, they kill me next. Mirza saved me. And master wakes up, won't remember what was.
I think that's kind of being hopeful that he won't remember getting knocked out.
Great Mirza. May the holy
Look, you go up the ladder. Past the headquarters, then past the harem, and you'll end up right at the boss's door.
That's a familiar Metro voice actor. Not really anyone important, but
If things continue going the way they are,
a bunch of people in the original game.
are going to be rusted shut in no time.
And then his voice changed because he just played a default line instead. It's a pretty fancy operation they've got here compared to, like, the bridge hobos.
What's taking so long?
I mean, they were voluntary hobos, but that didn't change the fact that it was a mess.
Over here already.
Is that the Baron? There's a slave just sitting in a bathtub? Is that a plumber?
You're a dog!
Shut the fuck
Less than a dog! The water is for people! For the master!
I don't think I'm going to be able to knock this guy out without getting in trouble.
Hey, you! Get your ass over here!
Yes,
Though it's being very tempting.
Throw this piece of shit out of here! Throw it away! Right now!
Yes, yes.
Come on, what's the matter with you? The boss don't like new arrivals. Come to lick the boss here. They did Dusty and the boys in, and now think the boss is gonna let them all go. Yeah, keep on dreaming. Yeah, come on!
So they have a bar, and then they have another bar right above it. A longer moan, followed by a sob. So we've got a strip club here.
Shake that ass.
But also, watch yourself.
Hey, pretty boy. Did you come from afar?
Yeah.
Find me after you talk to the bear. I won't disappoint.
I wonder if they would shoot me if I just blow out one of these torches.
You're the one to see the boss?
Ah.
Come on in.
This must be the boss's lair with all the hideous, gaudy gold.
Boss time here.
Well, you try to avoid looking at some boobs because of YouTube, and here's a bunch more.
Here we can talk without the masks. I trust everyone present implicitly.
Does that include the slaves?
You find it weird they're not really bothered by your little mischief. Well, you see, this world is a harsh and chaotic one.
I mean, he does look fairly similar to the one we killed, which I guess was not
I'm just
the real
doing
Baron.
my best to introduce a little order into
But
it.
he seems a bit older.
Without which there is no hope for something better in the future. And with no hope, you can't live. But let us cut to the chase. You definitely did not come here to enjoy the scenery. Ergo, you have a goal. And that goal is probably far from here. I respect people with a purpose in life. So, I am ready to provide you with fuel for your journey. I'm not asking for much in return.
I bet it's gonna be like...
Giul
Oh,
to me.
yeah, there we go.
Bring her to me, and we all win. I have Giul, you will have your fuel.
Yeah, I don't actually know where she is. She wandered off, and she's not, like, right up there.
Now.
Giul herself has come for you.
Alright.
You'll answer for everything.
Not really much of an option there. Guess we're gonna have to shoot our way out. Huh.
He locked it from the other side. That coward.
Guess he didn't have very many guards in here.
Fool! You didn't want to see. Now you will all die. Starting with you, Giul.
To be fair, we didn't exactly consult on this.
Get ready.
Alright, so we're gonna have to defend this spot. I think I saw a Molotov. Medkit. I think that's... Is that like the first medkit I've found lying around? Oh, there's also a minigun here.
That bitch! Heads up, guys! There he is!
But I think we're gonna be better off with an accurate weapon.
Artyom, what's going on?
At least we don't have to worry about not killing any of these guys.
And you value the weak. But the world lives by different rules.
Dirty worm!
The strong ones
Take cover behind the bullet throne.
lies in our unity. Our faith that keeps our flock together. It's through this faith that we protect them, direct them, keep them from disappearing in this desert. But you, Giul, you are leading our flock astray. They see you as something of an icon. There's aura of rebellion about you. The attraction of forbidden. It is an old problem nobody needs.
Nope, he actually has a mod I don't have.
Your death will be spelling.
So I could switch to a shotgun here.
Doesn't he speak anymore? Artyom, I'll go win before that dog runs away. I'll catch him and open the door for you.
Wait, hold on, Giul. Don't do anything yet. Long barrel, duckbill choke.
Where are you going, you windbag?
There you are.
Oop. Yeah, I don't think I could have prevented that, whatever just happened. I don't think she's dead, though. Boy, I do not want to be standing here. Okay, we do have a magazine, so it's quicker to reload this thing now. Nope. I thought I switched to grenade, but that was just a throwing knife. Okay, so again, another minigun guy, which means this is going to suck, but this is a better spot to fight him than in that slave boat. So I don't think I should have as much trouble, but actually, I think it'll be better if I keep the revolver for this guy. It has more penetration than the shotgun. Where did she actually go?
Where are you going, you windbag?
Oh, she's in there, so she didn't get shot by the minigun guy. Alright, if I take too long to kill this guy, I'm gonna get flanked. Okay, I got him. Sure about that? Alright, here comes Damir. I almost just shot him.
Look at the carnage. You went all out here, didn't you?
Whoa! Oh, impressive. So, this is the plan Giul was talking about.
I think this whole thing is gonna blow up.
What's going on there? Get out of there! I'll send people to cover your retreat!
I think we kind of want to maybe get that fuel tanker out of here before it blows up.
Let's give it a shot, Artyom.
Hold on.
Come on, Artyom!
Making sure I got enough bullets to survive here.
You wanted to create a new
Setting up.
world with this? Not happening! Your misguided attempt!
I got her! Take the Baron!
It's the strongest who survives!
Artyom, your head's in the way.
Do I have a duck option here? Oh, there we go. See, now if it had given me a kill him or spare him option, I still would have killed him.
Gate open. Hooking the tank up.
You gave my people hope. I'll never forget it. But this war has only started for me, and I must see it to the end. The winning end.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense that she's not going to come with us. She's kind of more rooted here.
Let's go, Artyom.
Whereas, like, Crest and Katya both wanted to get the fuck out of there.
You're back, my love. I was so worried.
I kind of thought that was going to be more difficult. Like, we really didn't have to shoot that many people.
Fanatics
But there we go.
on the banks of Volca. Cannibals in the mountain bunker. Slavers on the shores of the dried-out sea. How many monsters has the war given rise to? Or perhaps were they always there, and the war simply gave them a chance to show themselves, and now we're stuck with them forever?
There's never a shortage of
Regardless,
monsters.
We can't afford to lose hope. We are getting ever closer to our dream. Finding a place where we could live, free from radiation and mutants. The maps we recovered in the desert have provided us with several promising options, and now the crew members are excitedly waiting for the Colonel's decision on where the Aurora should go next. Currently, though, the train is calmly rolling eastward. The crew rests, and Stepan proposed to Katya. It was a proposal she couldn't refuse.
Because otherwise it would be really awkward to be stuck on the train together. Blinding white light. Why does she have like matching claw marks on each arm? Like they're in the exact same spot.
I'm coughing. We've left those sands long ago, and it still persists.
Almost as though something got into your lungs.
What does Christ even smoke? It's terrible. In any case, I'm better now.
I hate to interrupt, guys, but you should come to the mess hall. The table is almost served.
Thanks, Stepan. We'll be there in a moment. Shall we go, Artyom? Or shall we stay a little longer? It's so nice. You know, Artyom, I've been looking at Stepan and Katya, you and me, and thinking how lucky we are. It was so different with my parents. It was bad.
Yeah, especially since one of them was my boss.
Why my mom died?
Wait, I thought we left her behind in the metro.
It was because of Dad. He used to be even harsher back then. He used to come home from the barracks and reach for the bottle while taking off his boots. They'd quarrel, and then he'd stop appearing for a time. And while he was away, she'd start drinking too, and crying when she was sober. She'd feel better, would get kind of dreamy when drunk. You know how she used to call me? Just A. She'd hug me and say, "One day, A, you and I are going to go to Vladivostok, the city I was born in. And from there to a village on the ocean shore."
Alright, so at least they mentioned that, because that is...
and didn't really get much.
At the end of 2035, that's where they decide to try and get to.
So vividly. Because I believed her.
She's like, if we're gonna leave Moscow, then let's try to get to Vladivostok.
Drank some kind of poison.
Oh no, we've run out of cigarette
Father was
option.
Drinking after Mom's death. Didn't ever pay much attention to me, but with her gone, he'd never leave me alone. Took me along everywhere. We only talked about her a couple of times, though. I used to have this doll, Jana. I played make-believe that she was my daughter, and we went to the ocean together. Then my father hid it, told me it got lost. He probably didn't want me to agonize over Mom's.
Also, I guess the fact that she was pregnant
Then
in
I imagine
the
she grew up and went to Vladivostok.
bad ending in Metro Last Light doesn't apply here.
Not to Vladivostok, but with you.
Oh, you can't smoke when she takes it. That makes sense.
By the way, I was always intrigued by what Dad dreams about. He should have some dreams, so what are they? Higher rank? He could choose any. Saving people?
He dreams about receiving orders.
Sit underground? I never understood him. What does he hope for in life? What makes him happy? Nothing, perhaps. He never really had any time to think about tomorrow. Down in the metro, those thoughts don't come casually. Here on the surface, though. I, for one, have something I want to do. I want to run through the sand barefoot. Build a sand castle for the kids. I'm imagining two. A boy and a girl. The boy would be a copy of you. We'd go swimming with mountains behind us. Wooden houses on the shore. The sun would wake us up every day, rising from the ocean. That harbor is our destination. Worth going there, even if we have half the world to cross.
See, I don't think Vladivostok would be a very nice place, since it is a major naval
Map where they aspire to go, and
place, and thus would probably get it nuked.
all our guys have their own. We broke out of the metro and are now starting to scatter. Not at once, of course. At first, we're all still running together, searching. But eventually, each of us will find a point like this and stay there. I don't know where my dad's destination is. Don't know where yours is either. But I know I love you a whole lot.
And that's good enough for me for now. Alright, well, I guess I should go talk to Colonel Dad.
Go, Artyom. I'll rest some more and join you later.
So, I like to listen in on these quiet moments aboard the Aurora. Again, I'm sure some people aren't that interested, but I am, and that's kind of how I run these LPs. Sometimes I'll miss stuff, and that's okay, because I'm not a completionist, but I like to find the stuff that I can find. Alright, so we should end the episode in a moment here. Let's see what's on the radio. I wonder if there's any numbers stations still running. This one just seems to be a repeating tone.
Come in. Station, come in. Over.
Station here.
Over. Oh my God, it's Tina. Or did I miss you? Over.
Are you calling just to tell me that? Over.
No. I just didn't expect you to be on radio duty. Here's what I wanted to say. I'm coming back from Nizhny already. How are you guys doing in Cheboksary?
I feel like the radio is a good way to just kind of give you an idea that there's people all over Russia that are getting by without actually having to stop everywhere.
For chatter today, even though I have news. The locals did end their scuffle after all. Well, I'll tell you more when I'm back. Over.
Not in the mood? It's just that we have news here too, so come over quickly if you don't want to miss all the fun.
I see. I'm gonna run then. Over and out.
Good luck with your marathon. Over and out.
Just kind of does his duty of filling out the wider world, even though we're on a very kind of linear train journey.
Abbas, where the hell are you? Come in.
I can tell from these people's voices that they are thugs.
Why you expect me to answer the second you call? Because of the frequency we're on? That's why? It's always jammed with the fucking ARC project bullshit. You don't need to worry about that. It's gone now.
We did that.
I thought that with so many fools going there and never coming back, it would be going on forever. I think some fool actually got there. Broke the record and all.
It also is a good way to kind of see the lingering effects of stuff we've done.
Gobbling them fools up is just full now and is getting some Z's for digestion. That may be, but now we can talk here and nobody will know.
Nobody else has a radio.
So, what was that you wanted to talk about? You hear about that meet? Yes? I have. Not that I'm invited. I'll just stay here and wait for one of the two bosses to come hire me and my boys. How about you? Me too. My people, they want some action and fat payout. And this is chance by the Holy Flame. And here, what I want to talk about. How about...
So I guess these are more distant,
good thinking. I don't want to fight
like
you anymore.
thug groups that are in tribute to the Baron.
I don't want to fight you too. At least...
This curtain blowing in and out of the wall.
What you say, old friend? I'm in. We need to talk in person now. A good deal likes privacy, and even though this frequency seems secure...
What makes you think it's secure? Just because there's nobody else talking on it?
Restaurant, what you say? Huh? Deal. See you there, Abbas. Over and out. Rachmat, my friend. Over and out.
Alright, so not too much important happening on here.
The Baron,
Now there's Giul.
dog, is dead.
Maybe she's inciting rebellion here.
All of the Monai
That's not true. We killed her. Him.
Our day has come. Fight them. Fight them however you can. Come where the Baron's rig used to be. Come and we'll give you weapons. You served those dogs for too long. And what did you get in return? Only cruelty, death, and the holy flame, which I spit at. It is time to chase them away from our land for good now. All of our land, all oil, all food will be ours.
And then she will become the new Baron. The tribal queen empress. Yeah, let's not leave it on a static channel. So, I would like to read this journal. It's just a shame that you can only access it very rarely. Like, this stuff I pretty much saw because these are all... These are all, like, kind of the things that pop up at the end of chapters, though it seems like there's more here than I actually heard. And that just might be because, you know, I did a lot at once. But I would like to read this stuff, it's just there's so much text here that reading it out would take forever. So I might just read this on my own in between episodes. Hey, look at this, look how much there is just on, like, Miller. Like, I like reading this lore stuff, I just prefer to do it on my own. So I think, let's back out here. Let's get out into the rest of the train and then call it an episode. And next time we'll find out what our next destination is.
Perfect, Artyom. Follow us.
And we'll have a chat with everyone else next time. I want to kind of see where we're at right now. Alright, we got some proper, like, green fields going on here. Alright, so I've been Shadefire, this is Metro Exodus, and I hope you'll join me next time when we find out where exactly this train is going to stop next. Also, you can see we've got our fuel tanker here. We brought the van with us, so I guess maybe there will be some more driving. New note, we'll read that next time. Alright, I can just have a smoke break here if I want, but there's nobody else here to talk to. Alright, so you folks take care, and see you next time on the rails.